Scotland ended the 20th century as the last winners of the Five Nations. Since then, consistent success has eluded them. But in the RBS Six Nations of 2006, they achieved their best result in recent times, winning 3 of their 5 matches.
It's about every member of the team trying to produce the perfect performance for the people sitting next to them.
It does make a big difference when we work well together and work as a team.
You have to bring together all your players to play for each other, bring out the best in each other, play as a team and take you to that extra level.
And never was that philosophy more apparent than in Scotland's opening match of the championship against pre-tournament favourites France, a team they hadn't beaten since their Five Nations triumph 7 years earlier.
The first thing I said to the players is that I really want you to enjoy yourselves. And most important, I want you to really look forward to doing something special for your country.
It's always good for Scotland. I think we've always worked well being underdogs. Obviously, France were the favourites. I think it allows us to come into the game slightly more relaxed because we don't put the pressure on ourselves. We seem to work better as a team.
The minute Scotland got the ball, they were on the attack. They wanted the ball. They were looking for gaps. They were scoring.
And to the delight of the Murrayfield crowd, a Sean Lamont try helped Scotland to a 13-3 lead at half-time. Following the break, the Scottish winger benefited from excellent work by Scotland's forwards to take them one step nearer a famous victory.
From about 5 metres out, I saw Mike Blair go in, and at that point I realised there's no way that ball's coming out, so I thought I might just pile in. I think from a yard out I flopped over the line, but I'll take it. It's not the prettiest, but it was effective.
To see Scotland take the game to France and play with such flair and guts and commitment really was pretty special for us to see on the day.
The smile was back on the face of Scottish rugby. The following week, they lost away to the defending champions Wales, but against the old enemy, there would be more cause for celebration.
England, in many ways, are the most straightforward team we ever play, because they always feel that they can just bully you. They feel that they can overpower you, and they're incredibly direct. Scotland stood up to an England team who had 10 stone more in the pack, an England team who were 7-1 on favourites to win that day, and yet the Scottish determination in defence and their sticking to their game plan took them through in the end.
To be able to get on the field and actually beat England and have the bragging rights and stuff like that, it does make it a little bit sweeter, but there's no good just beating England and losing the rest. You've got to back it up. The other games are equally as important.
Victory in the Calcutta Cup was followed by defeat in Ireland. It had been almost 4 years since Scotland had last won away from home in the RBS Six Nations, but inspired by their victories over France and England, they travelled to Italy for their final game, a team united.
If we'd started the campaign so well with those 2 terrific victories and not been able to build on that with a 3rd victory and give us what's turned out to be our best season in the RBS Six Nations Championship, then there would have been a lot of disappointment about that. This was just another opportunity to cement the stuff that we've been working on over the previous year, and it was another fantastic opportunity for the players to show how good they were.
We've just got this responsibility of who you are and what you represent. When you're with Scotland, you're doing everything you can to make not just yourself, the team and the nation a better place.
The Scots came together to secure a hard-fought 13-10 victory, marking the end of their unenviable away record. They also secured their best finish in the RBS Six Nations. It had been a campaign driven by one of the game's fundamental values, teamwork.
Without teamwork, if they were not united, then it would never have happened. They had to be together, they had to all be in it together and all fighting for the same cause, which is exactly what they did, and they achieved the results that they wanted.
It is important that the team, when they're together, they play for each other, not just for individuals. And it's not about just the guys who score tries, and it's about all that unseen work that makes a difference.